Hey, I'm coming through with some knowledge for you. And yes, my ass is still fat. Yes. My page, I do what I want. So, um, I wanna that's what you decide to do right now. Excuse me. Thank you. We fight. We really be in here like going at it. She got an attitude. Well, anyway, so listen here. I'm trying not to make this long, but I want to point out which a lot of people don't understand. You have an emotional IQ and you have an intellect IQ. Okay? Too much of one or the other creates an imbalance. Right? So something ends up suffering because lack thereof knowledge, lack thereof compassion, sympathy, empathy, understanding, grace. You see where I'm going with this? And having one or the other is not a good thing. So all of us are working on one or the other so we can combine them together. Understanding your emotions is to understand that that is a natural reaction to the body, from the body and the mind and the subconscious due to trauma and triggers. And then you obviously have your intellect, your book smarts. And there's several different types of smarts. There's not just one specific one. Like something that is a huge one that a lot of people lack, which I feel like the millennials today was getting their asses handed to them, and because they lack street smarts. They didn't have to really grow up in like like for instance, take for example that whole fight with T.I. and his son King. What T.I. don't what it doesn't seem to me that these people see is that rap has made the trap, the struggle so alluring, and then they look at the end product. You came from the trap, you came from the bottom. They glamorize it almost, and then they see the end product, which they don't understand. The end product being they made it out the hood, the number one rap albums, blah blah blah. What these kids and a lot of people don't see is that's like 1%. That's not the majority. There's people that are still stuck in those situations from generation to generation and they can't get out. Went on a tangent, bringing it back around. So, street smarts. Again, that's why the father's like, yo, you ain't from there. I promise you. You didn't have to wake up with roaches. You didn't have to wake up using the oven to get heat in the house. Eating moldy bread. Like, I know firsthand of this stuff. And I broke the curse. Like, you know what I mean? It's not something, it's not a reality for me. And some people don't make it out. So, bringing it back around, I'm sorry. So, emotional intelligence, street smarts, intellect, but we're going to focus on the main two: emotional intelligence and intellectual intelligence. People tend to get in trouble and have a very ignorant view when they're using more of their emotional. And they don't understand weight. A lot of people can't even identify the feeling that they're feeling except for anger. A lot of people that I've spoken to, they'll say, I got mad. And then I'll say, why did you get mad? Did you get mad or did you get irritated? Were you vexed? Were you offended? And some people don't even like to use the word offended because I guess it makes them feel like they seem soft or something. I don't know. Or just less than because they were offended. It's bigger to say I was angry. They pissed me off or mad, you know? So if you use any other emotion, you don't seem to be cool, if that makes sense. But what science has proven, and even speaking from myself, anger is a very necessary emotion because it's there for our survival. However, people misuse anger. They don't understand how to actually use it, and they allow anger to hold on to them. Anger makes you stupid. Anger will have you acting out of rage, jealousy, anger, but especially just the root, just anger. If somebody piss you off, you get revenge. You gotta have revenge. You gotta get them back. That's a natural, defense mechanism that you want to do because the root is you offended. The root is you hurt me. But I don't have the bravery, and I don't have the what's the word I'm looking for? What am I looking for, y'all? What am I looking for? I got sidetracked for a second. Something got my attention. Hold on, let me think of the word. Self-esteem, to stand up and speak up for myself. So emotions can really do a number on you. And what you don't understand is when you're storing all that in your solar plex, your sacral, and your root chakra, that can manifest in a lot of different ways, especially illness. Some of the most evil people, trust me, they got all types of cancers and this and that, and then stress. People don't understand that stress, oh my God, what it does to the body. And it's not just one thing it does to the body. It is an array. It is a umbrella of things that it can do to the body. And it just depends on the individual. So for me, when I'm in a high stress situation, I lose all my hair. All my edges was gone. The middle was gone. Like I'm literally growing it back. I don't eat. I end up more so just nitpicking and snacking. I forget to eat. I get mouth ulcers, like canker sores. What else? I lose my voice more. Obviously, diarrhea. Like my body. Oh, and then I'll get breakouts around my jaw. Stress can literally put you in the hospital if you don't manage it right. But this is where the intellect comes in, where you take yourself out of the emotion and you ask yourself, why am I feeling this? What caused this other than the person in front of me? Because it goes deeper. Intellect helps you remove yourself and look at it logically and understand what you should give your attention to. Understand how to compartmentalize and understand how to, what can I change? If I can't change it, I gotta let it go. Now, this is the event in question. What can I do about this? Take the emotion out of it, take the offense out of it, take the trigger out of it, and break it down. This is where you use your overthinking. This is where you're able to say, what is the possible outcome for my betterment, for the best situation? What is it I can do? You have to slow down and break everything down. You are to get to the point of replying. Replying means you can choose to or choose not to. Or if you react, that goes to show your emotional intelligence still need a lot of work. Some balls for your ass. Some balls for your ass. I got some balls for your ass. Got some balls for your ass. Got some balls for your ass. Nah, that was dope. Work on both of them. Emotional intelligence. Yeah. Understand the lesson, blessing, and skill. That's how you're able to break it apart. Use the emotional side. Use the intelligent side, not the emotional side.